Hello, Sudoku friends, and welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is January 18, 2024. Let's see what we have to deal with here. I'm seeing a 9 blocking down and over. One of these is going to be a 9 at some point. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? But I see a 2 here blocking over and a 2 blocking up here. So here's a 2. We're going to have a 2 here, and we're going to have a 6 here, 2 and 6 here, because this 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks down. One of these is a 6 blocking here. So 2 and 6 for these squares. And we have more pairs. We have a 5, 7 blocking across and a 5, 7 blocking up. So a 5 and a 7 must go in these two squares in some order, and in these two squares in some order. Nice. That leaves 1, 2, and a 3 for these squares. 2, of course, can't go here. 1 can't go here, and 3 can't go here. But this here, this is a very restricted square because it can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can only be a 9. How about that? Now we have a 9 up here somehow, and we have a 9 here or here. If these are 2 and 6, by the way, these must be a 9, I just said that, and a 7 and a 4. And that gives us a 5 for this square, believe it or not, because this square cannot be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be a 5, but not a 6, not a 7, because one of these must be a 7, and not an 8 and not a 9. So it is a 5. So now we are going to have 5s here or here. Let me see. What about these squares? They must be 1, 9, 7, and a 6. 1, 9, this is a 6 or a 7. 1, 6, 7, 9, 7, well, anything. Hang on, we have a 5 now blocking across here, and 5 blocking down. So this must be a 5. Now we have a 5 and a 7 solution up here. 8 blocks down and over. 8 goes here or here, and therefore here or here, but this 8 blocks down. And that gives us an 8 here. Now we are going to have an 8 either here or here. This square here is also very restricted. It cannot be a 1, 2, 3. It could be a 4, but not a 5. One of these is a 6 blocking here. It cannot be a 7, 8, or 9. Am I going to find all the numbers this way today? There seems to be no easy logic, or maybe I'm just not finding it. What I am finding, however, is another 4 now, and that is pure logic, of course, because this 4 blocks up, this 4 blocks across. One of these is a 4, because these are 5 or 7, right? So one of these is a 4 blocking here. This 4 blocks here, and this 4 blocks here. So here's a 4. Now we have a 4 either here or here. I can see the outlines of a 1. This 1 blocks up here. One of these must be a 1 blocking down. This 1 blocks down. A 1 therefore goes here. And we have a 1 here. I'll explain why. These two, this 1 here blocks here, and these 2 ones block here and here. So a 1 for column 3 has got to go here. So now a 1 blocks up here and up here. One of these is going to be a 1. And we can say which one is going to be, because over here we have a 1 blocking up and we have a 1 blocking over here, so 1. Therefore, this can't be a 1. The 1 must go here, and these must be a 2 and a 3. The 3 blocks here. Here's a 2. Here's a 3. Now we have a 3, 4 here and a 3, 4 here. Therefore, these 2 must be a 3 and a 4. I was going to look at these 3 empty squares, but first I want to enter a 2 here, because these 2's block up. And that gives me a 9 here. So 3, 4 here, therefore 7, 8 here. And since this 7 blocks across here and this 7 blocks down here, this must be a 7. This is now a 6, 9 and 6, 9. This is a 6, 9 and this is a 6, 9. And that, I think, is as close as we get at the moment. But let's have a look over here. These are 7, 5, right? The 8 blocks up, therefore an 8 must go here, and this must be a 4. Now we have an 8 here or here, and we have a 9 here or here. And these, of course, must be a 2 and a 6. We can do those, the 6 blocks up, giving me a 2 here and a 6 here. This 2 blocks down, this 2 blocks down, this 2 blocks across. Here's a 2. 7 here or here. 4, we don't know anything about. It must go here or here. 2, 6, a 3, 7, 5 here. This is 7, 5, this is 7, 5, this is not a 7, 5. So this is probably going to be a 3 because of the unique rectangle. Let's see if we can solve this without talking about unique rectangles. First of all, I found the 2 up here, so here's a 6 and here's a 2. So we're done with those. And these 2's are blocked down here. We got this 2 blocking here and this 2 blocking here, so here's a 2. Just saying, and this 8 blocks across, this 8 blocks down, this 8 blocks down, here's an 8. Now we have a 1 blocking across here and a 1 blocking down. Here's a 1. What else is missing in block 7? 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4. This is a 3, 4 here, right? And 6 and 7 here. So if these are 6 and 7s, it follows that this must be a 9. The 7 blocks down, so here's a 4, and here's a 7. These were 3 and 4, remember? 4 now makes this a 3 and this a 4. 6 and 7, yes, 7 blocks over, giving me a 6 and a 7 like so. Three and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Not 3 and 4. Let's not do any more unique rectangles, shall we? We found this 9 now, so we can enter an 8 here and a 9 here. And this quite obviously has got to be an 8. Now we can solve the 7 8s we had over here. This is now a 7 and this is an 8. The 7 blocks here and here, giving me a 7 here. And that makes this a 5 and this a 7 and this a 5. Remember the 5, 7? And we said that this cannot be a 5 and it cannot be a 7. It is going to be a 3. And look at this. 3 it is. Now this is a 3 and this is a 1. Nice. 6 and 9 here still. 6 and 9 here still. 3 and 4 here still. What's up with that? 6 and 9 here, 6 and 9 here. But now this 6 blocks down. So here's the 9. Here's the 6. Here's a 9. Here's a 9. And here's a 6. This lonely square must be a 3, and another 3 is hanging out here now, and this is a 4, giving me a 4 here and a 6 here. And that is it for today's New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.